Hello friends, today I will talk about the uh, let variable in JavaScript. So let's begin it and understand their properties. What is the properties used in the let? Okay. So first property will be the let declaration. Let declaration are scoped to block as well. To block as well is function. It means let declaration are the scope function. Okay, so first of all we understand what is a scope function. What is scope, right? What is scope? So scope means where a variable where a variable can be accessed, right? So like if we declaring a variable and initialize it, so so for that we will use it let variable, and let is a block scope function. It is a block scope function. It means it only exists inside the curly bracket. Okay, it will be declared in the block scope. This is the block scope. Some people will say that this is curly bracket, right? So mainly block scope will be used in uh, in if statement, for loop, and for while, and for function, right? So let's understand by using some of the example. Okay, so suppose if is true, right? Let declare let name is equal to virat. Its name is equal to virat, and if off, so we declaring it, and we are printing on the console.log is name. Then what we get, let's check the output. What we get here, type node, and the file name is learn.js. So we get the virat, right? Output we are getting virat. So but if we declare the if we if we print the variable name outside of the scope, let's see what will happen. Console.log name. Let's see the output. So what we are getting, name is not defined. It clearly shows that let is a block function. Outside of the block, let cannot be accessed variable which is the declared inside the block function. So that's why we are getting error here. Or the error name is kind of a reference error because it is not getting the name of that variable. So we can understand one more example by using functions. Okay, let's comment it out. So for using the function block, if we using the function block, right? If we use the function block, like function display, right? If the name of the function is display. And inside the function we are declaring a variable age. (22) suppose. Then print on the console age, right? Let's see what we are getting here. So we are declaring a function display, and so I need to just call this function because if we are declaring a function, so we need to call it from outside of the scope function. So let's call it let's clear it the console page. So now node dot node is equal to file name, right? Just type it so let me see that we are getting the output 22, right? So we are just declaring the function and just call it from the with the function name. So we are getting the output, right? If suppose we declaring we printing the we we're declaring the console outside we're declaring the variable outside of the function. So let's see the what output we are getting, right? Suppose if we want to if we want to we want to print the age outside of the block, then let's see what output we can get, right? So inside the scope function there is a variable age. Now we are printing dot printing the age outside of the block. Let's see what output we are getting. So let's you can see that age is not defined because age is declared inside of the function, and we know that if we are declaring a let we are declaring a variable using let inside of the function, so we cannot declare out we cannot get the output if uh, we outside of the block function or scope function. So it will be exist inside of the function, or we can say it is exist in the block function. So that's why we are getting error here. So this is the example of second example of using function. So now we can check one another example. Let's see. I need to just comment it out. Suppose we are declaring a variable x is equal to 10, and we are using if statement. If statement like true, let's name it set true. Let y is equal to, suppose y is the variable using let is equal to 20, and we are printing it on the console dot log x. Console dot log and console dot log y. Let's see what output we will get. So we declare a variable x outside of the scope function, that is the global. You can say globally we declare it. Right. So check the output. What is the output we are getting? So we are getting output 20 and 20, right? So if declare the variable globally, so global object will be inside of the scope function, so it can be inside of the function. So that we get the output 10, and inside one other variable we declare it y. So for y we are getting the output of 20, right? But suppose if we remove this cons console dot log y inside of the scope function, and and it is and type it on the outside of the scope function. Let's see the output. Will output we can get. So we are getting the reference error, right? It is showing that y is not defined, and we can see that we declare x globally, so it can be inside the scope function, and but why we are declaring into the scope function. So if we want to print outside of the scope function, so it is not possible. So that's why it is giving a reference error. So output only will be a 10, because we know that I will explain much more about the globally if we declare a variable globally. So let's see the so suppose we are declaring a variable x is equal to 10 globally. That is a global object. Global object, because in JavaScript everything is object. Everything is an object, right? So like if we global if we declare x globally, right, and we apply a if block there, and inside the if block we declare inside the if block we declare y, right? So x is it's for in that case x will available everywhere. We are available everywhere, but y exists only inside the if block. So now you can understand easily that why we are declaring x into the global. So this is the third example uh, of the block function or scope function. Now we are moving into the fourth example, right? Let's comment it out. My cursor is not let's comment it out now. See the fourth example. This example will be using for loop, right? By using for loop. So what will happen when we are using when we will use scope function by using a for loop? So let's see the suppose for loop side of the for loop, let I is equal to we just initialize it from 0, and I put the condition here I is well as almost 3, and I plus plus, so it will increase. Let's put the scope here and type console.log. Right, let's see what output we will get here. Right, let's see that. And now terminal it. Now I will clean the terminal by typing cls. So we will get the output 1 2 3. So it is very easy to understand, right? So just we declare the I variable inside the for loop, function, and we just put the condition here and increment operator we are applying here, so we get the output 0 1 2, right? But if console.log, if we remove the console.log inside the uh, block function and put it in outside of the block function, or we can say scope function, let's see that what output we will get here. Right, so console.log we just paste on the outside of the block, so run it. So now see that I is not defined. It is saying that I is not defined. Here we get the output of the first, like, right? So in the second, if when we declare our console.log outside of the block function, so we get the reference here, because it is saying that I is not defined. He did not get the memory for the I, so that's why he is saying that I is not defined. So it is clearly means that, so that let is a block function, right? Outside the block, let cannot be uh, declared. It will always be give some kind of error like reference error and type error. It will give, right? So and that is the first properties of the let. Now we can move on the second properties of the let. Now we can move the second properties of the let. So let's see the. JavaScript. Let the second property is that let declaration are commonly is non hosted, right? Actually this happened This is completely true. This statement is completely not true, right? Because let is hosted in a different form. It is hosted, but differently from where, right? Let's see the where hosting, right? Let's see the where hosting on the. So now we can understand the how hosting is working in that JavaScript. Like first of all, we see that where hosting. Suppose console.log a, right, where a is equal to 10. So we declare a variable a or initialize is into a 10. So let's see the output. What output we will get it here. First we comment it out here from. Just clear the console. So what output will we get here? Let's. So it is saying undefined, right? It is saying undefined. It means variable is exist in, inside the memory. It means variable is exist inside the memory, but it is but but JavaScript does not allow to access it, right? So so let's more understand here, because if we are declaring a variable, right, is equal to 10, so it creates memory. It create memory, or a will be exist in the temporal dead zone, right? A will be exist in TDJ, but JavaScript don't allow to access it. So so that's why we are getting undefined, right? So that's why we are getting undefined, but it is only applicable on the where. So okay, it is only applicable on the where, not in let. So uh, in the case of the let, it will give a error. So I will understand we will understand about the let, how it can give a error, so and what kind of error it will give. So let's understand the with the let keyword, right? let hosting, right? Let hosting. Suppose we type here console.log, console.log, and here just put the variable inside the console.log, and then declare a variable a with using let, and we initialize the variable a with the 10. Now let's see the output, what output uh, we can get here. So you can see that it is giving a reference, right? Because a, it is saying that a cannot access before initialization. It does happen because let is not hosting of the let is not possible in the case of where it is clearly hosted, but in the case of let it cannot possible to host, or because it can be hosted, but technically we can say that let is not hosted because it exists in the temporal zone, dead zone. So we need to initialize it before uh, before uh, before uh, printing of the printing the variable a. So we need to initialize it because it exists in the temporal dead zone. So we uh, we take from the we take from the temporal dead zone when we initialize it the variable a using the let. So it is clearly means that it is not, so uh, it is not possible to host the less let keyword instead of where. So where is possible to host. Okay, so that is the third property of let keyword in the JavaScript. Now we move on the fourth properties. Let declaration do not create properties on global this, right? So first of all we understand what is the global this, right? What is global this, right? So global is nothing but global is it is the global object, right? Global object in JavaScript. Also we can say so we can see that in browser, like browser like Chrome and all other Mozilla or all other browser, we can see that. And the browser global object will refer for the window, right? So we can see on the browser, Chrome browser. Let's see that. Okay, so now see that here we just right click on that mouse cursor and move on this spec section. So here we can see that there are multiple tabs here: elements, console, source, network, performance, and some other tab here: memory, application, security, and record. All these tabs we can see that here, but we just wanted to see that uh, will it be will it shows the window object or not. Let's see that. Just clear it out. So it is the browser console. The JavaScript, Chrome also Chrome browser is also at a console like other other Visual Studio Code and other device, other IDE, right? So let's see that what is saying here. We just type here global this. So we are getting here that it is showing that window object, right? So global this we are tapping on the console, so it is showing the window. So all the JavaScript code and all the JavaScript code is an object, and it is showing the window object. So okay, you can understand easily. You can understand and easily check by the Chrome browser. So now we move on the example part. Let's move on the Visual Studio Code. So I will show you how JavaScript showing the window object, right? First of all, we see that using where keyword, like let just declare a variable. Variable name is city, and suppose city is Delhi, and just type console dot log global this this dot city, right? Let's see the output. What output will get here. because we know that if we are using a where keyword in the JavaScript, so it shows the global uh, it shows the global it support I mean it support the global this object. And but let's see the what output we can get here. Just clear it out the terminal. So it is showing that undefined, right? It is showing the undefined. But it should show the defined. So it is showing the undefined. Let's see the what the output we can get by using let keyword. So here just saying the let. Let's see what output we can get here. It is showing all. It is also showing the undefined. So in both the cases, it is showing undefined. It means it means the JavaScript. It means in the JavaScript global object it let and where keyword does not support the global object. It clearly means. So I will type here that it does not support. It does not support the global. Does not support the global property. In JavaScript by using let and const let and where. So this is the fourth property of the let keyword. Why it is not showing the global object? So this is because global it because the city keyword is in the lexical environment, so that's why I think it is not supporting the uh, global object by using a let and where. So that's why so this is the fourth properties. Now we can move on the fifth properties. Okay, this is the fifth property is very important. So here is the like fetch properties. So let declaration cannot be redeclared in the same scope. Right. So for example, we can understand here. Suppose let a is equal to 10, and on the same scope we are declaring another variable with the same name 20 with the different value, but variable name is same, right? So it does give a syntax error, right? Why it is giving syntax error? Because a is already declared on the same scope, right? So now we can understand on the VS Code. Suppose let is equal to the block scope. We are just typing let is equal a let a is equal to 10, suppose, and let a is equal to 20. Both the variable name is same, but value is different. So let's see the output. What output we can get here? It will give us error definitely. So identify error, that is already declared. So one more example I will show you. Let is equal to let x, suppose let x is equal to 5, and we are using a block scope. Inside the block scope, let x equal to 20, the same, and console.log. What output we are expecting here, right? What output we are expecting here? Let's see that. So just so we get the output x 20, because it is the global. We are declaring the variable globally, and we are declaring another variable with a different name inside the block function. So with just overriding the we are declaring it's just overriding the variable x is equal to 5 by replacing a 20. So that's why it is giving a output 20. But if we printing the variable x outside of the global, outside of the scope function, let's see the what output we can get here. It will give the output of 5, and 5 and 20 it will give the output definitely. And let's see, so we can get the output 20 and 5. So JavaScript go inside that and just check that the variable x20 is inside of the scope function, have 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 not, or have or not have. So so it find that a variable x exists inside the block function, so it give the output of x. But if we see the globally, we are declaring a variable globally, and so if we print the variable outside of the scope functions, and so we get the output of 5, right? So that is the example of same variable with the different values. So we can get the output like this, and so it is not overriding, right? You can see that it is not overriding initially when we declare it inside the scope function, so it just overriding it, right? But now variable name is we declare outside of the scope function, or we can set that globally, so it is give me output like 5. Okay, so that is the example of all the properties, uh, and there are some example of the that keyword in the JavaScript. So the all some of the other properties are there, but so today's video is little bit longer, so I will not discuss today. So in the next video I will discuss some more things in the JavaScript, and with the example. So for today, for, uh, for today's class, that is the that is for today's we are giving 5 properties. So next I will discuss about some more thing. So till time till the time, learn it, learn and grow, right? It is my YouTube channel. Follow my YouTube channel, and and like it and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video, and thank you all.